Hey, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot reading for whenever you find it. Timing is divine, so this reading is timeless, but the energy I'm working in is the end of October into November 2024. So this is a life path reading for the month ahead for you, Scorpio, using the Trick or Treat Tarot. And then I'll get I'll get an oracle card from the Halloween Oracle, and then from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. So the path ahead for you, Scorpio, is Page of Pentacles, the Tower, and the King of Cups. And where does Scorpio's path lead? Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Love it. And what is Scorpio's advice? Thank you, Spirit. Four of Pentacles, and the Empress. All right, beautiful. And we will get clarifiers for some of these, but I can just see right here, Page of Pentacles to the Tower to the King of Cups. Some huge shift is taking place. Page of Pentacles is an early energy of working for something, making something, manifesting something, wanting a path of wanting to take a specific journey toward physical manifestation. And the Tower, that coming down pretty quickly, so that there is a shift of values to the King of Cups, something that you actually wanted more, something that has deeper meaning for you, something that's more emotionally fulfilling for you. And then where your path leads, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. This is working for something that you truly want. You know, I really feel like this Page of Pentacles and this Tower energy is something that you thought you wanted, that you were told that you should want, that other people want for you, that's expected for you. And this is a more authentic energy. Eight of Pentacles, working toward something. Six of Pentacles, becoming worthy of something. Knight of Cups, what you really want. And your advice cards, just an overview. Four of Pentacles with the Empress is safety, security, and creativity. So again, we'll talk about all of these in depth, but let's just take a closer look at your path. So Page of Pentacles, you know, Page of Pentacles to the Tower. Again, this is kind of a beginning energy. This is maybe starting a new job that you immediately regret and you quit on the first day. You know, this is pretty quick energy here, just starting off the month ahead, right? Page of Pentacles is in search of creating wealth or security or something physical for you, a home, you know, maybe for some of you beautiful Scorpios. But, you know, and you know, being pretty excited about it. You know, the Page of Pentacles is pretty excited about it. They can feel it, you know, but they haven't invested anything yet. You know, this is very new energy. You know, the only thing that you've really invested here is your hopes, you know, some wishes. And the Tower is quickly realizing that that is not for you. Whether it's starting a job and losing it, or starting a job and quitting it, right? Or starting a business and figuring out, you know, once you start this business, oh my gosh, there's so much more involved in this that I'm not willing to do, right? So big change. Now, this could be a relationship as well, starting a relationship and immediately recognizing there are some major red flags and you're not going to move forward with it, you know. And I can see here there's these red lights and like fairy lights, and around here there's these blue lights. Something isn't what it appeared to be, you know. So, you know, it just comes crashing down. Something is not what it appeared to be. And again, I will get clarifiers for these. But then you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very, very deep emotional energy. This is subconscious energy for a lot of you. You know, this is what you really want, what you really love, what you really value. And I feel that that crashing down Tower brings you to a new awareness of what actually matters for you and what you really truly want for your life moving forward. You know, the King of Cups is deep, authentic energy too. You know, like an iceberg on the top of the ocean looks like a mountain. It looks huge, but underneath it, it's so much bigger. There's so much more to you underneath the surface than what you see, what you show others, you know, and I feel like you're learning yourself more with that King of Cups energy. You've learned what you don't want, basically there, right? And so what your path leads to is this Eight of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is refining, it's diligent workmanship, it's doing something over and over again until you're very, very good at it. Here, Cruella de Vil, I think that's her name, is painting spots on these Dalmatian costumes, right? So she's gotten really, really good at it, you know. And this is you practicing, refining your craft in some way until you are an expert. But also the Six of Pentacles is, and this could be you, or this could be you, or this could be you. And in many ways, all three characters are you. So here's the giver of the candy, and the giver of the candy is discerning who should get what, or who shouldn't get anything at all. And he's decided this guy went through the trouble of putting on a costume and playing the part, so he's going to get some candy. But he's also decided this guy hasn't put in the work, hasn't tried, he's just wearing regular clothes. He's like, you don't get any candy. So he's disappointed, right? So for some of you beautiful Scorpios, you're the giver and you're like, I am deciding not to give to a relationship, a work situation, a living situation, something that doesn't feed me back, that doesn't give in equal measure, you know. A lot of you beautiful Scorpios are the person here who's like learning that they need to, and I'm only getting this for some of you. Really, most of you are the werewolf here. You are discerning where to sow your seeds. You know, don't cast your pearls to the swine lest they get trampled under feet, right? So you are discerning more where to sow your seeds. But there are some of you who are also learning to put more time and energy and resources behind what it is that you want. You know, you're learning to value it more. You're learning that you're not getting back what you're putting in because you're not getting back what you're hoping for because you haven't put in enough work. You know, but again, that's just a side message. I'm really not getting that for a lot of you beautiful Scorpios. And then the Nine of Cups. This is, or the Knight of Cups. This is the guy on the quest for the Holy Grail, right? This is you in search of what really, really fulfills you and makes you happy. For perhaps the first time in your life, recognizing what actually makes you happy and going after it. You know, this is a beautiful energy of fulfillment, not because you've reached fulfillment, because now you have such a better idea of what is fulfilling. You know, and this Knight of Pentacles is wearing glasses, right? You can see much more clearly now what will serve you, what benefits you, what aligns with you, you know. So, you know, let's get some clarifiers for the beautiful Scorpio. But really, I think that this whole story here is just that, you know, discovering what truly aligns with you. All right. So the King of Swords came out when I was looking at the Knight of Cups. So I'm going to call that the clarifier for the Knight of Cups. Let's clarify, please, Spirit, that Page of Pentacles for Scorpio. Thank you. Scorpio, our Page of Pentacles is clarified with the Magician, the Tower. Let's clarify the Tower. Thank you, Spirit. Five of Wands for the Tower. And let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. All right, you have two for the Eight of Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles and the Fool. And let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. So the Magician with the Page of Pentacles is being prepared for anything, having all the tools that you need to manifest what you want. The Page of Pentacles, you know, he was really hoping for something. He was really not invested resource-wise, but invested emotionally into wanting something to work, hopeful that something would work, you know. And with the Magician, this is the divine masculine energy of going out after something, of wanting to make something happen for yourself. This could also have to do with divination for some of you, or some form of magic. You know, I see this pentacle here on this cooler, right? And you have all the tools of magic on this table. For some of you, there is literally a practice of magic behind this energy. Whatever it is, though, remember it fell with the Tower. And I get this with the cards all scattered all around. You know, the cards all scattered all around is that upheaval energy of things just falling to pieces, right? Five of Wands with the Tower. Five of Wands is an energy of conflict, competition, and chaos, you know, and that's really what we get here, is this really chaotic energy. This could be you starting a job and realizing it's way too chaotic, you starting a business and realizing that there's way too much competition, you starting a relationship and realizing there's way too much conflict. You know, I mean, it's going to be a different story for each one of you Scorpios, but the Five of Wands, the fives are where we make changes and adjustments. And so you're making an adjustment here on how you, on your work, basically. You're changing your work or how you work, because that's what your wands are, what you actually do, right? So this Tower has to do with your work. You know, I really get that for many of you beautiful Scorpios. If it doesn't have to do with your work, you know, there's also passion here with the Five of Wands. You know, this could be a very passionate energy, a relationship that started very, very passionate and fizzled out very, very quickly. You know, and then that Eight of Wands is clarified with the Fool and the King of Pentacles. These are two very, very different energies. The Fool is brand new. He's just starting his path, and the King of Pentacles has just finished his path, you know. And this is very, very interesting, though. And I noticed this. I think it was with Libra as well. So if you have Libra, I think that there's something in that reading for you as well, if you have Libra in your chart. But here he's covered up, this little ghost is covered up, and you can't see their face. They have this hood over their head. And here you have Little Red Riding Hood's cape here, but it's been taken off. There is an unmasking in many ways, and a revealing of your truth, of who you are, of what it is that you want, love, desire, that kind of thing, right? The Fool is uncertain of the path ahead. They're uncertain if they're up to the task. The King of Pentacles is more than certain. The King of Pentacles is attracting whatever it is that he wants. He's the master of manifestation. So he's sitting. He's not working and toiling. The food just comes to him. The resources just come to him, right? So I feel like you're on a path of learning how to make resources come to you with the Eight of Pentacles. This work that you're doing is helping you to become, to go from apprentice to master, you know, and quickly. I mean, for these two to be together, practice will make perfect with the Eight of Pentacles. And then the Six of Pentacles clarified with the Queen of Wands. She's such a powerful, magical person. The Queen of Wands is a witch, a bruja, a shamaness. She has her black, that's interesting too, you know. The Fool has the black cat here, and the Queen of Wands has the black cat here. Queen of Wands is, so it's saying that Fool energy, whatever it is that you're starting, has a lot to do with that Queen of Wands energy, your magic. You know, a lot of you really are doing magic, you know, and your intuition, your connections to your gods, guides, and guards, that black cat is on this path with you, you know. But, you know, the Six of Pentacles, this discerning kind of energy of where you're going to invest your resources. She's investing her resources into this cauldron. She's putting her magic into the cauldron. She's putting the ingredients into the cauldron, right? To make whatever magic she wants to make. So I feel like you've decided, or you will be deciding, where to put those resources so that you can have the outcome that you're working on. And it may sound very, very basic, but it's super not basic, because the Queen of Wands is like probably the most passionate card in the deck. Like, you can't stop her. She is the fieriest of fire, so there's a lot of passion moving forward. You're going to be very, very passionate on your path. And the sixes are also blessings. The six in the major arcana is the Lover's card. And the Lovers is a choice that you're making. You're at a crossroads making a choice, but above you is an angel. It's an archangel who is blessing you. So this is a blessing in your physical resources. The pentacles are your physical resources. So, you are receiving as you give. And here you're giving magic, like on a much higher level as opposed to the Fool. So, and this is really cool. You have three kings in your reading: the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So this is major empowerment energy as well. Real mastery too, So King of Swords with the Knight of Cups, this is that quest for the Holy Grail that we talked about. And the King of Swords is clarity on what it is that you want. The King of Swords has a lot of clarity. He's got a lot of wisdom. He knows now what means something to him, what he values, how he's going to go about navigating the path ahead. And the Knight of Cups is on that path. So you are just so much clearer now. There's just so much clarity with the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups, So you're on a different path. You start out the month on one path, quickly falls apart, and you end up on a path that you maybe didn't see coming, but it's such a high level. You're working with kings and queens here. It's a very, very high level. Feels like something that like a talent, gift, and ability that you have refined over a great deal of time. Eight of Pentacles, that maybe you didn't know was going to actually be a resource for you, that you hadn't planned on using in business or in some material way, but now you're recognizing it as a valuable resource that you can use. Four of Pentacles, the Empress. The Four of Pentacles is what you've accumulated, and it is safe and secure. There's keeping things safe and secure, and the Empress is being creative. So you're being told to create and to reinvest what it is that you accumulate into what it is that you're making. The Four of Pentacles tends to want to not move the pentacles, which causes stagnation. And by causing stagnation in the area of Pentacles, especially with the Four of Pentacles, you go to the Five of Pentacles, which is destitution, right? So you don't want you don't want stagnation in the element of earth. You want flow, and the Empress is giving. She's giving her candy, right? So keep the flow going. So you can do this by reinvesting what you earn into your business, or that kind of thing. Now, it's not saying don't save, right, or don't invest, but it is leaning more toward being creative and allowing that creative flow to prime the hose so that Spirit can get your manifestation going here. I feel like the law of manifestation is at play here, and it's telling you to allow Spirit to give through you, allow Spirit to work through you and move through you with the Empress, right? You are safe to give. Four of Pentacles, you are safe to put yourself out there, to say your words as well with the blue here with the Empress. This is going to help you to become wealthier. It's going to help you on your path. Okay, now let's get some oracle cards for beautiful Scorpio family for the month ahead. Thank you, Spirit. All right, one more. Thank you. All right. So you have Night Song. Hidden talents. I love that. Again, I do feel like you're doing magic, Scorpio. I feel like there's something that makes you stick out, right? And this is a cardinal. We have cardinals where we live. They really stand out in the summer. That pop of red against the green, you can spot a cardinal from a long ways away in the yard, in the woods, wherever. And in the winter, they stand out even more, right? The red against the white. So there's something about you that really stands out. And Night Song, it's telling me, song, open your throat chakra, say your words, you know, put yourself out there. Like, this is the time to do that. And then, Spirit, let's get a oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch for beautiful Scorpio for the month ahead. Thank you, Spirit. All right, there we go. The veil. It's quite possible your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell, a half-swallowed glimpse of all that you truly are or can be, that the tears you bleed are ready for the storms to turn the skies inward. Wow. All right, I'm going to read the message in the book about this because the messages are so much more potent. But what this reminds me of, the veil, is, where's that red, oh, there it is, dear. You know, I was really seeing this like hood over, you know, this hood over your head, and I feel like that is a veil that hid you, that you will quickly take off and become the master of your life, right? So let's read the meaning of the veil and see what your message is. 41. Okay. Let's see if I can get better light here. Keywords: crossing, revealing truth, concealment. The veil is the very heart of Samhain. On this night, the veil between worlds is at its thinnest, and the spirit realm is as close as it's ever going to be here on earth. That means you have a toll-free call to every spiritual helper, from the gods and goddesses to your ancestors, angels, ghosts, you name it. Each year you have a chance at receiving supercharged advice from those who know everything in the entire universe. The Veil card has come into your reading because new truths will soon be revealed in your situation. Things are being uncovered that were waiting for the conditions to be just right so that they can present themselves to you in the most effective way. Be sure to keep your mind open to receiving messages in unusual ways. Notice any recurring signs or symbols or even feelings. There's no coincidence for you at this time. Now, we don't read reversals in path readings. So that's what we have. I feel that this thinning of the veil is going to reveal to you whatever it is that brings this tower down, right? That throws these cards up in the air and brings this tower down. And it also is going to reveal to you something about your own personal magic. So I love that for you, beautiful Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.